is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Tonight I'm going to show you how I paint a yellow round petaled flower. I really don't have a name for it. It's just a design. So we'll go ahead and get started on it here in just a minute. I'm going to be using yellow ochre, wicker white, burnt umber, happy green, thicket, school bus yellow, and pale yellow. The brushes I'm using tonight, as I mentioned, is going to be a round brush, number 16, a Princeton Heritage brush, a number 12 flat brush, clad one stroke, a 1/4 inch Scruffy Brush, and then I'm using a 3/4 inch Scruffy Brush as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. My brush is a little wet. I just did this video and then I noticed that there was an issue with my card, so I had to redo it all. I had to wash my brush out. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and start with this in the center, or more towards the top, I guess. Basically what I'm doing is laying the flat brush down, kind of pushing it forward and then pulling it. Again, just pushing it forward a little bit and then pulling it. As you go around and make the flower, if you feel like you need to add some more color to it, feel free to do so. Again, I'm pushing it and pulling it. Pushing it down, pulling it. You can have some scrugglies to the end of it. That's perfectly fine. And then you can even wiggle your brush a little bit and pull it. This one has way too much white in it for me, so I'm going to add some more color to it. And I'm not double loading. I am literally sticking my brush into all the colors and painting the flower. And I'm trying to bring them into the center because I kind of want my center to be, you know, closed up as much as possible. Again, I'm just pushing it forward a little bit and then pulling it. They would probably do it better if it wasn't so wet, but again, I had to redo this video, so sorry about that, and sorry about my furnace running while getting started again. Alrighty. With these flowers, they can be however many petals you wish them to be, or if you're just doing the design and seeing how many it turns out to be, that's fine too. Because it's a made-up flower. It's not a realistic. Yeah, it could be kind of a daisy design or something towards that, but it's not really a specific, you know, this is this kind of flower or whatnot. Alright, so up here I'm going to put a couple little buds. Again, I'm just doing them all the same way. Just pushing a little bit and then turn it. I'm doing the same thing, pushing a little bit and then pulling and turning. Alright, hopefully you're getting that. It's not really that difficult. I would say if you want to practice, get some wax paper out and start practicing. To me, wax paper is a very slippery surface, and it's cheap for you to practice on and get used to how the strokes are made and how you know, you got to kind of train yourself. And once you get the hang of it, because I know for me, being a left-handed painter, or left-handed anything really, with any crafts that I've done, I have to really learn it and then really take it home and practice, so I can get the feeling for it and really learn how to do something. Especially if somebody right-handed is teaching me, it's different. I don't care what anybody says. If you're not left-handed or you're right-handed and you're trying to teach something to a lefty, there's a big difference. I'm going to go over this one. Again, I don't mind layering when I'm doing a painting like this. because if it were a real design, or real flowers I should say, you're not going to have everything separated in your design or in your floral arrangement. It's going to, you know, be twisted, turned, and whatnot to make up the design, if that makes sense. Okay, this is just going to be another open one. And you can just see, you know, if you want to add more color to it, say I didn't like that one didn't have enough lighter colors to it, then I just went back over, stuck my brush in the paint and did it again. Alright, so then down here I'm going to do another little bud. I'm trying to remember how I did this before so that it's similar since I've already taken pictures. It'll work out right. Alright, so then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to push it and pull it. I think if the brush were drier, it would be more of a alright, I'm going to be overlapping again. This one is not meant to be an open, completely open one. It's going to be a partial, kind of like what I did up in the left top. Just turn it. Oh, thank you. My furnace finally went off. Yay! And what I'm doing here, I want to make this, you know, get some closure here to this bottom because I want to tap in the center. So I don't really want it to be open per se. So I'm going to work this just a smidge to get the look I want. Now I could do another petal up there, but I don't want to do that at this point. Alright, so for my centers, I'm going to use white and the burnt umber, and that's the Wicker White. And all I'm going to do is just tap it in, just go in like a circular motion, tap it in, and then go back, add more paint as I'm doing it. I try to get it in as round of a shape as I can. It doesn't have to be perfectly round. I'm going to just come back down here and just can play with it a little bit to get this to look the way you want it to. I'm going to come down here and do the same thing on this one. And you can have your centers pointing in different directions if you want to show movement. They're not all planted in the same direction as far as in the arrangement. I don't mean literally planted, but I'm going to put a little bit more white in here, tap it in, and then come back in here with some darker brown. Like I said, in some of these you just have to keep working with them to get the desired look that you want. Work too much on it, then you can get them to look a little muddled, which is what I'm working on right now. And you can give it some dry time. You know, if you need to work on it more, you can give it some dry time. And then come back over it if you want. Alright, so then here I'm going to go like this. Hopefully I'm on my screen. And hopefully it's still recording. It's awful to get to the end and realize that it's doing something funky. It's like to have a little bit more brown in the center, a little darker at the bottom, but that's fine. Okay, so then on the bigger one, I'm going to do the same colors, but it will be bigger because it's a bigger flower, of course. And then I'm going to come back in, because I don't have a medium-sized one, honestly. I don't want it to be too big. That's what I'm afraid of tapping it in with this big one. So I'm going to come back in with my smaller one and then just finish it off, trying to get my desired look with it. Like I said, you just can work on it. If it's too big, you know, honestly with glass, all you have to do is wipe it off and start again. Not a biggie. So not a big deal. Alright, so I'm going to leave that like that. Then let's go ahead and get started on the leaves or the greenery. Now with these, I am dipping the flat brush into the happy green, the Thicket, and then a little bit of the white. What I'm doing with the buds is I'm actually going to pull the design up around them. Now you can keep it where it's just rounded, or you can come out a little bit or a lot, it doesn't matter. And you don't even have to do it this way, but I thought with the buds, I want them to look like this for this project. So I am pulling them up. You can do them thicker like this, or you can, you know, leave them thin. Alright, so, because like I said, you could just come up around them, or just connect them and do a little bit of stroke work around them. I like making them look more like a actual bud that hasn't really started, you know, maybe kind of started to open, but hasn't really made its entrance. And you just pull up. You can pull up to the top and cover it up. Just lightly pull. You can thinly pull. It just doesn't matter. Whatever you're looking for. That's what I say, when you're painting, you gotta like what you're painting. If you don't like the outcome, guess what? Wash it off and start again. Okay, so on this one I'm going to make it go like that. This one I'm going to kind of drag it over like the buds are together. And pull it through. I'm going to pull it through like it's coming this direction. And then down here is where it's going to end. Now, you know what? I'm going to back this up a little bit. I feel like oops, I guess that's as far as it goes, backed up. Sorry. So anyhow, I took it through here and here and came down like that. So what I think I'm going to do on this one is drag it into this part. So it's like connected to this in a sense. And just make it drooping down. You can have them all in individual now I can't think of the name of what am I painting right now? know, they could be just individually, they don't have to be all hooked together. Stems. Stems is what I'm looking for. Okay, and then this little guy, I think I'm going to just have it come out like that. Come this one, come over, and I like for them to cross over. I just like the look of them crossing. So I'm bringing it from this one, bring it over here. If I need to make it thicker, I can, or fill in the color a little bit more, I can do that. This one comes for that one, and this one, that one comes from here, and then I think on this one, I'm going to bring it out this way and bring it down that direction. I mean, you just use your imagination. It's really doesn't have to be any certain way, or they can just all be on one stem and branch out from that stem, however you want to do it. Alright, so then for the leaves, I'm going to do these very quickly. Okay, I'm not sure if it's getting this, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you really quickly because I see my card is having an issue again. So you might get just up to this point. Anyhow, I'm going to show you real quickly how I did the leaves. And I'm basically just double loading. I can throw in some white. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any of this to pan out. But if you get and you paint the leaves in and you feel like they're too much into the stem, just go over the stem again. If you get my gist. I'm sorry about this. I don't know what the deal is. Anyhow, so I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Just show you a couple leaves. And this is what I mean, is just go over the stem. You paint in a little stem into your leaf, but go over the actual stem and clean it out. For these, I just did some kind of wiggly leaves at the top and did that over on the side here. Did the same thing to this one, and you can connect them or you can stagger them if you wish. And then I did some leaves where I just came up like that and did it on either side. And there you go. So anyways, I'm not going to finish this. I'm not even sure you're getting this part of it, but here it is. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you share this video with all your friends and family and subscribe to my channel. Alright, thanks so much for stopping by. You have a good one.